Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another weekly episode of the Interconnected-ness, a weekly oracle series. I am the Memory Astrologer, and let's get into this weekly message. This weekly message is for October 17th through October 23rd, 2022. All right, you all, please remember to thumbs up this video, send and share this video. Send and share this video people who make you feel good, people who continue to allow you to grow and to blossom into the person that you are destined to be. Send it and share it with those groups, those organizations, and those people that you allow to continue blossoming, that you push and that you nourish to allow them to continue growing to the person that they are destined to be. All right, you all, please remember to turn on your ringer so that you can hear when the weekly messages are being dropped, okay, you all? All right. Please remember to come on over to the playful platform of Patreon, on over to the TheeMemoryAstrologer side, y'all. I have all these freebies there for us, by us, you feel me? It's for the growth of self, and it's free, baby girl. Come on over to the playful platform of Patreon, on over to the TheeMemoryAstrologers, okay? So you can be aware, and so you can read these freebies. All right, you all, because sometimes the freebies can come and they are extra love and extra things in the extended, in the tier. So come on over to the playful platform of Patreon so you can look at the journal, read the journal, and just find out more. And you can also come on over to the Instagram account at TheeMemoryAstrologer, okay, you all? All of that is in the Linktree link in the description box below. The Patreon link is in the description box below, but it's also in the Patreon link. And yeah, all right, you all. Please remember to do your 3 deep cleansing breath. In from your nose. Make sure we inhale through our belly, and when we release or exhale through our mouth, make sure it's slow so we can be open, so we can be ready, and so we can be aware of the weekly message, okay, you all? All right, so I have a couple things to say. First things first, the path of the illuminated. And when I say this, it is more environmental communication than anything. So if you read the previous full moon notes, that'd be very helpful for right now. But also listening to the last weekly offering is super important, because I was talking about Saturn and, like, you know, being aware of that outer communication, that the many levels and layers of communication in the environment, in the body, in the mind, in the senses. And here it's like the senses are communicating, and are we picking up? Okay, so illumination, 2 things. First things first with illumination, you will be able to hear it. Like, it might be alarms going off, might be alarms. That's really what I'm getting, because after that, you feel me, it was all these noise, all this commotion. It was 2 ambulances going the same way. One was going really fast, one was going really slow. And then, they were back to back. And the last one was going the same way, which is going, what is that? West, east? I don't know, girl. But they were going the same way. It was going the same way, and it was just really loud. Then right after that, I heard police sirens going not the same way, but now going south. So it's a lot going on. It is a lot going on. It is a lot going on, okay? So let's be aware of it, and let's be open to what is it really sharing with us, what is really going on in the situation, what's really going on in the conversations when these things are happening, okay? All right, hold on, I got something else, because it was a whole lot. So after that, when all this is going on, I want us to take a break. And when I say take a break, I'm not saying, like, you know, like an all-day thing. Take a break could be just checking with the self. Take a break could be an all-day thing, honestly. It's more so just on the rejuvenation of self, to gear up, relook at plans, and rebalance self to be able to keep moving, treading. So this is a more like like rest right now, but understand that you still have things to do, okay? And the last thing was when I was cleaning the cards, so we can be on the same page and so we can just need to clean our environment. I saw the colors purple ombre, but it wasn't from like colorless nothingness, nothingness is in like the colorless part. And it went to like purple and all these beautiful colors, like went from light purple to dark purple. And I was just like, this is so beautiful. Like, oh my goodness, the many layers of something, right? So I'm thinking it's about gaining perspective, but girl, who am I? Who am I? All right, so we're going to do a playing card and we're going to do a oracle. All right, you all. All right, you are. All right, so if you would like to send a love offering, the link is in the Linktree link in the description box below. Or if you would just like to look at any of the previous videos, the link is in the description box below. But it is as well in the playlist. All right, you all. So there is going to be like, I don't want to say head communication, but it is head communication. Thoughts. Maybe the little jumbled communication. So with this, I just want you to be aware of that. Take it slow. Don't take things personally, because since you also have this jumbled, since I have it, you might also have this jumbled communication speech. So think about all the words that you want to say before you say it. And yeah, think about the words you say before you say it. Okay, 7 of clubs and Queen of clubs. I really like this. I like that because you're changing the perspective about ourselves. Changing the perspective. It means deepening our awareness about ourselves because of the situations that we're in. What it looks like to be in partnership. What it looks like to grow awareness from the other perspective. So that is, as you grow up, you have different perspectives. As you have friends, you have different perspectives. As the people that you choose and grow into, or jobs that you have these changed perspectives. And it's almost like, what are you going to do now with this change perspectives? How are you going to integrate them all? How are you going to notice what needs to go and what needs to not go? Okay. What's this? Okay, last week. The change of perspective, I like it. Maybe we're not really secure in our perspective right now, and I want us to ask ourselves, why? Why are we not secure? What portion of this are we not secure in? What portion of this are we not secure in? Because 5 kind of brings like a nervousness, an internal worriedness, but it also brings like this imagination, this trust, this building of trust, this building of understanding, this building of, I almost said commitment. Oh my goodness. I see right here, it's more like attempting things from different perspectives. Attempting. And I like the attempting because, one, it kind of gives me like a little fearful, but also a little like knowing that something else out there is better. I like that. I really like this. I really like the standstill because it kind of gives us this ability to really ponder on things, really what's best for us, what nourishes us, what brings new self-discovery within self, within relationships, within our ideas of fulfillment. So this is a really good time to review our plans and not see things as like, I lost. But what did you really gain from you gained all these awareness? You gained this new maturity within yourself. You gained this new contentment, this new discernment, this new foundation within yourself. You realize your internal strength. And right now, we may be really unsure about ourselves, really unsure about our passions, really unsure about our own happiness, what makes us happy and what brings us happiness. But they may be from a limited perspective. This may be because it's asking you, since you're trying something new, and because you are trying something new, how can you give yourself the compassion, the empathy, the understanding? How can you give it to yourself? I would really take a break. I would really give myself my own flowers. I would really see the internal depth. I would really see and reflect about my own accomplishments. How far you've came. Who's still in your corner? What does a friend look like? What does a relationship look like? This is a really good time to review all these things. 3 of Clubs. Review movement. Review thoughts. 3 of Clubs. I really think we need to review plans seriously. Review our ideas and awareness of independence. I like this. It's kind of like not seeing self for really what you're really doing, like the work that you're really doing. And I feel like once you're making what is it called, an accomplished sheet, and that's really that's in here. When you make an accomplished sheet, you are really making a whole gratitude list for yourself, making a gratitude list for where you came from, making a gratitude list for your appreciation. That's humility. That's humbleness. That's devotion to self. But through devotion of self, one makes better decisions. One thinks about one's behavior before one engages or reacts to situations. I like this. I like this. Yeah, fill your own cup. Oh my goodness, I like this. It might, I wonder, let me clarify this before I say anything. Okay, so there might have been some codependency feelings within relationships. Codependency and unsureness. It may be a little, it's really unsure. I like this. I like this a lot. 9, 10, 11. Yes, I like this a lot. I need us to recalm ourselves, to re-nourish ourselves, to give ourselves the calm breaks that we need. Yes. 8. It's a whole lot of 8s here. 7, 8. Yeah, it's a step to this. First and 7 is that awareness to the other person, awareness to, the outside world. And then 8 is now, okay, so with this information, what are you going to do? And we have to go back internally. We have to review plans. We have to see how these things have shaped our viewpoints about ourselves, shaped our viewpoints about our own desires, our own plans, our own relationships, our own sources of nourishment. Our own definitions of self-love. How can you pour love back into yourself? I like this a whole lot. A lot. Yeah, keep on moving. Keep on moving. Yes, look at your own maturity. I like this. I really like this. Wow, internally you're gonna be learning a lot about yourself. Going to determine what is of use, what is of importance. How do you even see yourself? How do you view your body? How do you take care of your body? How does your body communicate with you? Because there's a whole lot of communication going on, but not really realizing the communication is going on. We got to take a break. 15? Okay, let's go. I'm a little, yeah. Whew. I like this. Body, mind, need balance. Yeah, it needs to be body, mind, balance. Body and mind. So I'm thinking, what is it called? Movement meditations would be really good. Oh yeah. 11. 7, 11. What is that? Yes, it's a whole lot of. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. What's this? Yeah, signs. I knew it. We're not really paying attention to that. Yeah, look at this. Look at all the cards that fell out. Worth, reverse. Returning and understanding your own inner power, your own inner strength. You know, what is this? Self-love. Wow, wow, bro. This is, in my head, I was saying to myself, like, Aquarius, Libra, where's this at? And I was like, how to bring balance to, like, one's own understanding of self, but one's own group. Through one's own group. That's a lot. What's this? Yeah, grounded. Bro. Liberation. Yeah, it needs to be calm. Yeah, wow. Crazy, huh? So those are the original cards. I'm just going to put them back in. We're going to shuffle the deck, and then we're going to do the reading, okay? All right. So, yes, body and mind. There's not a connection here. We kind of need to be more open to that. Write our dreams down. Write our thoughts down. Write how we're feeling down. Listen. This is 2. Yeah, we need to go internal. We really need to pay attention. Okay. So this is the card that originally fell out. The card on the floor is deepening. We have to go internal. Okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna leave these cards like they are. This one is allowing, and it was on top, and this one was on the bottom, which is energetic clearing. That's to have to be in the environment, and the last one was detachment. All right, you all. So deepening. Let's think about the deepening. Deepening means we have to kind of look at situations for really what it is. And then we have to go inside. We have to go internal. We have to, in a way, use our be more aware to our own systems and our own habits, in our own behaviors, in our own environments. How do they impact us? How are we paying? How can we be more open to that? That's really sitting still. That's doing deep breaths, walking, and allowing the thoughts to come to you. That's journaling and reviewing your journaling to see how far you've came. Deepening says, once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul begins to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of the Creator. So remember, we have an 8 of clubs and its side step. So we're going to read these as the side steps as well. So the first one is energetic clearing, and that is all these butterflies all around. And within the butterflies, you see that it's a person at the bottom, right? Right, and the person is being lifted up. The person is being transformed on all levels. So here it says, during crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Then we just said at the beginning of the reading that the path will be illuminated. But we have to be open. We have to be aware to see it, to hear it, to be able to journey down the path. But first we have to rest. Allowing. And we see allowing has a whole lot of things going on. We see that it's a balancing act, right? But really, what are we paying attention to? How are we being in flow with the balancing act? And what type of birds here? It's a lot of flowers here. It's a lot of like shadows here. I like this. I like this a lot. Allowing says, radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. And what I really like about this is that these cards are side steps but at opposite ends. And when I think of opposite ends, I think of poles. Poles. You know, poles are like the a shared attachment, a shared awareness, and it has two viewpoints from those viewpoints. But we see that this pole, it needs to have a step-by-step realization, a step-by-step plan to be able to move, to be able to allow, to be able to step into the path, the plan, the awareness, the project, the growth, the acceptance, the surrendering that needs to go on. Detachment reverse says, with detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. I like this a lot because it talks about patience. It also talks about caring of birds. So birds are very particular. Crows are we're going to be talking more about, or you're going to be more seeing, we're going to be more seeing more crows. We're going to be, might be having more intense dreams. Black cats, butterflies, black leaves, green leaves, red leaves, yellow leaves, orange flowers, pink flowers, fuchsia color flowers. Isn't that fuchsia? Like a pinkish fuchsia. Fuchsia's color flowers. Red. Remember just talking about some purples? Look at those pretty purples in the back. All right, you all. And the last card says divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow oh my goodness, you see? To follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. So it is a step-by-step process that we have to put the work in. To first things first, understand. Second things second, put the work in. Third things third, return internal and understand this is a cyclical process, that we're continuously going through this understandings, underground growth, realization, put in the work, and then continue the process of growth, of enlightenment. Period. Of growth and enlightenment. Back of the deck, my girl is grounded. How you finna ground yourself? What does grounding even look like? Okay, you all, it's giving me 4 diamonds vibes. And I think of 4 diamonds, I really think of like, I don't want to say penny pinchers, but I'm really thinking of like, be strategic. How can you use your energy in a more strategic way? How can you nourish your body more? And that's probably like, you know, eating more greens, eating more leafy greens, eating more colored, like colorful fruits, colorful vegetables. I'm thinking of really bell peppers, like green bell peppers. I'm thinking of green beans. I'm thinking of eating full, hearty meals and paying attention to how that encourages your body, how that allows you to look at yourself. But also think about ways where we might be limited or maybe fixed or maybe structured or maybe stuck in a situation or a perspective. And really ask yourself why. Why? When did I get like this? All right, you all, grounded says, many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks. It says living with joy, dignity, and courage, baby. Front of the deck, trust. All right, you all, I love you all so much. And I know that you all have the internal strength, and it's up to you to now find it and use it and grow it. Period. The purple's here, baby girl. This is a process, a continuous process of growth, of discovery of self, of discovery of the world, but also evolution, but also regeneration, but also This is like finding internal wealth. And it's very within you. And now we got to put the work in. All right, you all. I love you all.